So to start off my morning, I do as most people. I go ahead and make myself a cup of coffee. I've really been enjoying this Kroger brand donut shop coffee. I also enjoy the Colombian roast from Kroger. A lot of times it's on sale, so you can get buy one, get one free. And I'm going to go ahead and just brew myself a cup of that. And while that's brewing, I'm going to grab the creamer out of the fridge. I've really been enjoying the Danish butter cookie flavor from Walmart, as you can see here. I saw a lot of other YouTubers talk about it, and I was super excited to find it and to give it a try, and I love it. So I'm adding 3 tablespoons of that here, which will be 3 points on Weight Watchers. Okay, so it is just after 10 and I decided to make myself some breakfast. So I have 1 piece of the Aunt Millie's 35 calorie bread for 8 point, a tablespoon of peanut butter for 3 points. Definitely higher than I would prefer for peanut butter, but it's what I have and I'm going to use what I have. I'm just going to make sure that I can work it into my points. I have about a cup of cut up cantaloupe, that is 0 points. And then I also have this, I'm going to eat that stuff first, and if I feel like I need something extra, I have these yogurts. Now these are high in points. This is 6 points for this cup. So again, one of those things that I will be kind of checking for lower point things, but I have them and I don't want them to go to waste. And this is a flavor that my husband will not eat, so I have 3 of these left to get through before February. So this is 6 points. So in total, my breakfast would be 10 points if I ate all of this stuff. Again, I can make it work because I know what I'm eating for the rest of my meals. So we'll see. But this is breakfast. I also have just some lemon water. I like to cut a lemon and leave it on my board here. And then as I fill my water, I just squeeze some more lemon juice into it. But that is my breakfast. Okay, so it is about 12:30, just shy of 12:30, and I'm getting hungry, so I'm going to make myself some lunch. We went to my mom's for dinner last night, and we had soup and sandwiches and dang it, these are my brownies. I was hoping she wouldn't send these home because these are like kryptonite for me. But she sent home hard-boiled eggs. She had a whole bunch, and I had actually had them on my list to meal prep yesterday and didn't get around to it. So I'm going to make egg salad with one of those. I'm still following Points Plus, I think, and is the Weight Watchers version I'm following, and eggs aren't free, and I just realized that. So I'm going to have 1 egg salad, and then she sent us home a container of homemade chicken noodle soup. So I'm going to measure myself out a cup of that and have some soup. And then I'm gonna eat my egg salad with pretzel thins. So I will show that to you guys when I'm all done. I already put everything into my phone as far as points go, so I can go back and kind of tell you guys what that all is. It smells so good. Soup is so much better the second day. It just is. So for my egg salad, I have my egg, I have mayo. I don't have light mayo. We're almost out of regular mayo, so I'm gonna use like a tablespoon of that, some yellow mustard. My fridge is telling me to shut it. I have some celery, so throw some of that in there. And then somewhere, I might have to run downstairs for onion. Oh no, we have some onion. I'll salt and pepper it. And like I said, I'm gonna have that with some pretzel thins. And that is, what is this? It's from my celery. That's what I'm gonna have for lunch. So I will share with you guys all of that when it is put together. All right, so here is my lunch. This is a 1 cup measure this is part of like the Fixate for Beachbody. A lot of their meal plans are based on this container system, and this is a 1 cup container. So I knew that this is actually for vegetables, but I filled up 1 cup worth of the soup and put it in, measured it in, and then I did add some extra chicken broth that I had in my fridge already before I heated it, just because the noodles always soak that up. So I did add a little bit more chicken stock. And then I have 1 egg, a little bit of onion, a little bit of celery, some salt and pepper, about a tablespoon, probably a little less than a tablespoon of mayo, and maybe a 1/4 teaspoon of mustard, yellow mustard, salt and pepper, like I said. Mixed that all up. I measured out my 11 little pretzel thins, and then I am going to have a Diet Pepsi. I've already filled up my Yeti twice, so I'm on a good start with water. I believe my Yeti with ice, I can fit usually like 16 ounces of water in it. So I'm not doing too bad on water. Okay, so it's about 3 o'clock, and I did just eat this Luna bar. I had previously mentioned that I wasn't going to eat these because they are high in points, but I needed something, and I needed something sweet. I'm trying not to stress eat. I just got summoned for jury duty, and being that I'm the sole care provider for her during the day, I mean, obviously there's my husband at night, but we don't have childcare. I'm freaking out a little bit. So while I really wanted to eat these leftover brownies, I made the conscious decision to have a 6-point Luna bar instead. So I did eat that, and yeah, it is what it is. So that is what I had. Like I said, I really wanted to eat those. Okay, so it is 5:50, and I am making dinner. We are trying this recipe from Skinny Taste. It is the braised chicken thighs with mushrooms and leeks. So I'm gonna go ahead and make this. It looks pretty straightforward as far as like the recipe goes, so I'm hoping that is the case. I made a new recipe last night, or a couple nights ago I should say, and it was not hard, but it was for surely time consuming, and this does not seem that bad. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this going, and I will kind of share with you guys as we go. I'm serving this with some mashed potatoes and a veggie of some sort. Okay, so I have my leeks chopped. This is 3 leeks. I put them in my salad spinner with some water because they were incredibly dirty. So I'm gonna spin those all out. I have my boneless, skinless chicken thighs. The recipe is actually probably double the amount of chicken, I think. Yeah, 8 pieces of chicken. So we're gonna have a lot of sauce, which is fine because we're having mashed potatoes. I didn't realize that when I bought the chicken, so keep that in mind. So I just seasoned both sides with salt. I used this garlic sea salt grinder, pepper, black pepper, and paprika. And then I have my Dutch oven on high heat. So that's when that gets going, on to put a little bit of oil in it, sear those on both sides, and then I pull them out and make the rest of my sauce. So while that's heating up, I think I need to cut my mushrooms maybe. It doesn't really say anything about it. So yeah, I'm gonna cut my mushrooms, or maybe you leave them whole. Looks like they quartered them. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so I got my mushrooms all quartered. I browned the outside of the chicken. It's still raw. And I got that browned up in the pan. I melted a tablespoon of butter. Got my leeks in and working. These are supposed to cook for like 6 to 8 minutes, and then I'll throw the mushrooms, cover them, let them do their thing for a few minutes, and then we'll add all of our sauce stuff in there. I also peeled and quartered 4 yellow potatoes and have those boiling, and just a tiny bit of chicken stock, and then fill the rest with water, and we're going. I think it's going to be corn. I would have preferred a green vegetable, but I don't think I have any, so corn is going to be our side dish tonight. So here is everything plated up. It was absolutely delicious and one we will definitely be making again. I will leave the recipe link down below. Thanks again so much for watching.